Dwayne Boyd, head baseball coach at Coosa Christian.
Caden Moore, senior center fielder.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys having us in. We're on campus here at Coosa Christian High School. This interview, like all of our interviews for the preseason baseball and softball series we're doing, is going to be brought to you by Alabama Family Foot Clinic and Dr. Padula here in Rainbow City, Alabama. All right, guys. Coach, let's start with you. Baseball in this area and across the state was shut down last year. That was a brutal blow to a lot of seniors and even some of the juniors that were playing. Pick up from, the time baseball had stopped to where you are now here as the head coach and how things has transitioned to get you to where we are, let's say, right now.
Well, I think it's just in general and all the kids that played, a lot of the seniors lost their senior season. But, that's life. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow. So we have to play by the day. Each day is that every time I tell our guys, it's pretend like it's your last day on this earth to play this game because there's none of us promised tomorrow. I would say the biggest thing is sometimes even in our own lives, we don't live daily like it's our last day, because if we live like it was our last day every day, we would truly give all we have to everything we got. And so, same way in baseball, if you can get them guys to buy in that every day they play could be their last day to really get after it and really work hard, you'd see a whole difference in your program, in your school, and in your life as well. So I think that's the biggest, thing is we can never, none of us never promise tomorrow. 100%. So got to live today.
Okay, you lived through that last year being a junior and seeing your seniors go out where they didn't get to finish their season. What was that like seeing, probably the disgust and disparity in their eyes, but also you having your season taken from you as well?
Yeah, it was the people that I've been playing baseball with and every sport with for a while, and it just got taken away, and they'll never get to play baseball again. And I'm thankful that it wasn't my senior season, that I have this season to come back, and hopefully we've started off slow, but I know that we're going to pick it up, and I know that it'll get better.
Now, you guys are loaded with seniors with one, that being you. Talk about your role as a senior on this team and the leadership aspect of it.
It's hard with, everybody else. We don't have a lot of experience on the team, and like you said, I'm the only senior, and we only have one junior as well. So now
one junior, one senior.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's hard to get everybody to buy in, like he said, and we're just working towards it. And it's been challenging so far. But.
And Coach, since you've taken over here, you got puppies on the squad. I know you've seen them begin to grow. I mean, you hadn't had your hands on them for a long period of time, but having that lack of just overall numbers from the junior and senior class, how has that made life a little more difficult for yourself?
Oh, it's hard. You got kids. You're starting 5 8th graders with one senior, and it's just tough. You're playing guys.
High school yet.
Yeah, they're not. They're middle school kids. But you're playing guys that are 15, 16, 17 years old, and that, every year is a big difference at a kid's age. So it has been tough, but there are things that's gotten better. I hate it for this guy. Coming here, I'm a third coach or fourth coach and third coach in 3 years. Makes it tough, and. But I've always been about just trying to get them to buy into me, compete, do the little things right. We've had better games. It's just not been in our favor this year. Being young's tough. But I look forward, the rest of this season. I hope to do, Caden the service to give him a strong senior year, and I've really tried to do that for him. Really try to make it about him because it is his last year. Them other guys got years to play. So, my philosophy wasn't, hey, guys, we're going to rebuild. We're going to just focus on you. No, I've been wanting to try to win since day one.
That's right.
And, it's not about, well, in a few years we're going to be pretty good. No, it's the now. Because like I said earlier, none of us promised tomorrow.
It might not be a few years.
That's right. So just like last year, COVID takes away their season. And, it's rough.
You never thought that something like that really happened, and then it did, and then everybody's just kind of sitting there with this look on their face.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you just said, if you play it every day like it's your last,
right.
It'd be a wholly different ball game. Now, Caden, when I seen your mom in a game here a while back, this is comical. She said, hey, he's going to be on the mound for the first time, right, pitching, right? So that was the first day you pitched is when I was up here, and your mom told me that. How has that been? And have you, going all these years and not really doing it, did you do it in youth some too? Or so you really just picked it up? How's that been?
It was the first game I pitched. It was against Faith. I had thrown one pin in my entire life.
Man.
And I just went up there with, like he says, like Coach Justice says, I just went up there trying to throw strikes, and I feel like I can't throw very hard. I'm throwing in there 35 miles an hour, but if it gets across the plate, then.
Well, has there ever been a transition where you was like, it's my senior year, I've got to do whatever it takes to win some games here? I mean, are you at that point?
This year, I've already played almost every position on the field, and I'm willing to do whatever he says, to make the team as best as possible.
No doubt.
That he has.
That's no doubt.
Really has.
Coach, since you've been here, Coosa Christian as a whole is going under a lot of changes, man. I mean, upgrading athletic facilities and stuff, and just a lot of good excitement stuff going on right here. What enticed you to come take the job at Coosa Christian?
Well, I think one thing is praying about it. I felt led to come back. I love this game, love baseball. But not only that, I love to be an influence to kids' lives. At the end of the day, we play these sports and we want to get better and we want the kids to get better. But the main thing is their spiritual life. How's their life going to be after it's over with? Because none of us it's very hard to go to the next level. And if you do go to the next level, you may not make it to professional sports. But I think the biggest thing is just being a part of a program and watching it grow, because there is a lot of good things that's going to happen here. And I think that I just felt led to come back, not only to help the program, but also to spread Christ's love and in the program and outside the program.
That was going to be my next question is being in a place like Coosa where, Christian-based school, which is awesome. A lot of times it gets kind of shuffled around and people are scared to talk about it, but pretty much we own Average Joe, so we can talk about whatever we want. How awesome and special is that to have a platform like this for these young men and you to kind of help guide them through the Word of Christ?
It's everything, because people don't realize that this life is only temporary. What we have is eternal. It's coming up. And so, I really try. Some days I may lose focus of that. I may get a little mad or upset at these guys. But, I thought about the other day here lately, I got to go back to what Christ has me here for. And that's to grow and to teach young kids. And so, Caden, he's a good example. He's went through a lot and he's bought into everything I've asked him to buy into. And to me, that's huge because he's willing to do anything I ask at any time. And so that's the way you want everybody to be, is to buy into you, willing to do anything. That's the way Christ wants us to buy into him and willing to do anything we can for him, because at the end of the day, he's all that truly matters. We can make all the money, have all the nice things, but if you ain't got God, it's pointless. It's vain.
Coach, does coaching, 10th, 8th graders, does that test your faith sometimes?
Every day. Every day. Definitely get hit in the mouth a few times.
I had to ask that.
Yeah, no, you're good. No, 100%. It's tough, You got guys that are really talented. They're young and they're talented, but it's just tough because they should be playing a middle school schedule. And it's tough to mingling with older guys, but sometimes there's a lot of things in life we don't want to do, but we have to try to step up to the plate and go with it. And that's what I've really tried to teach them this year is to really just, it doesn't matter how big or strong you are. Baseball's a funny game. You still got to come over the plate, still got to throw a strike, still got to make the routine, and so does the other team as well. No matter how big you are. So.
It looks like there's not a lot going on, but until you coach it or play it, and you realize there's a ton going on.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot that goes on.
Let me ask you something, Caden. Is there a sport you don't play here at Coosa?
Well, no, other than...
I was going to say, anything they offer, you played, hadn't you?
Well, except like bowling, but I was playing
have you thought about doing that?
I thought about it. I almost did last year.
I was wondering, man, you're like a jack of all trades. He's been on Average Joe's about 50
Has he?
times.
That's funny.
That's good, man. We love having you on, though. But being your senior year here at Coosa, and we're talking about from football to basketball to baseball, what's this ride been like for you here at Coosa?
It's changed a lot from whenever I started playing sports. I was in the 10th grade, and we don't have a single coach that we used to. Everybody else is. I think this year we have new coaches every year except for football. O'Brien, he came back, but it's been hard, learning everything, going back and adapting to a new coach. But I feel like we did better than last year. So
yeah, no doubt.
I feel like we're growing, and I know that along the way that these coaches are going to stay here, and eventually it's going to rise up.
You can be part of that foundation being built right here on this baseball team for sure. Because they look back and have a successful program. They can say, hey, first year, we had one senior out there playing. Guys, I appreciate you guys sitting in. We don't want to keep you. I know you're in class, and I'm sure you don't mind sitting in here all day. But, y'all got a game today as well, so I'm not going to keep you all day. And I just want to check in with you guys and see how things are going. I appreciate it, and you guys, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate you.